How did he get back to a safe room? Is BB... BB's also covered in blood? Son of a... Sam, I don't like your dreams. They usually hold premonitions.
Lou? Lou?
How's little Lou doing?
No response.
Well, look at that. The child's taking a shine to me.
Aww.
You two were out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. I put your cargo and gear in your private box. You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead.
You would know.
I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on.
I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. A void out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time. The whole town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too.
That's why he
The
left.
man felt responsible, so he left.
But he was mad at Bridges for
And
something.
his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant, poor woman. They were going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat.
He doesn't need to talk about it. You don't need to push his buttons here.
I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why? Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster.
What, you...
Artificial. Grown from pluripotent stem cells. And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No car. A dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed with it all? Why I joined Bridges? The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag. US issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see. I looked him up in our database. Found a match. He was US Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
So he was a soldier.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time. The Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern. I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
Oh, nice. So, Deadman said he has no ka. Does that mean he has no soul? I can't keep the ka and the ha straight. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Yeah, so the ka is the soul. So he's saying he wasn't born, he was grown in a petri dish and then his organs were replaced when they didn't work? What? I know, you want a shower. I'm thinking about things. We're gonna have to check on BB, but let's take a shower real quick.
Sam, do you copy?
Oh, come on.
As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field.
Okay.
This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict.
I wondered about that,
I can't
because...
explain it. But if you can connect me to the Chiral Network, who knows what we might discover.
Because there's no way he was in World War I and World War II and the modern world and be the same age,
Still there, Sam?
let alone alive.
So I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
Not ready yet. Are you looking at me? Okay. Lou? You're connected to Deadman now and not to me, and I am sad.
You okay?
Okay. I don't want to poke him. I miss Fragile. And I hate that the only way I get to talk to her is if I jump. Oh, let's customize. So the windmill, BBs are fond of it and it seems to improve their mood. Okay, and prevent them from becoming stressed. I'm just gonna add more grenade packs. I keep thinking something better is gonna come along and it'll be fine. But so far, nothing better's come along. And I could use some more grenades. Let's drink our energy here. Back. We have some stuff to read. Mama the Fallen Angel. Mountain Knot City is now part of the UCA. Lochna explained about how it was all a big misunderstanding. What a relief. The tire's all gone too, thanks to that bomb. This is gonna sound weird, but you know the Audra deck on Mama's left shoulder? Didn't used to think much of it, but someone told me it was a symbol of Mama's atonement. Even though her child was taken from her, Mama couldn't let it go, so she instead broke her bond with Lochna. Couldn't help but think of herself beyond redemption after that, like a fallen angel forever barred from heaven. So Mama broke her bond with Lochna on purpose? It wasn't broken because she was technically dead and the child was attached to her? Mama... Beelzebub? I have no idea. That one-winged fella who followed Beelzebub down to Egypt once upon a time. Guess Mama was feeling poetic when she redesigned her Audra deck and used it to comfort her dead child. Strange, maybe, though I suppose she was already dead herself. Maybe she needed it to see her child? Was kind of what I was thinking. I don't see how the Audra deck is a symbol of atonement, though. Looks like all that's in the past now. The misunderstanding's been resolved and the sisters are whole again thanks to you, Sam. Mama finally worked up the courage to cut the cord and send her baby onto the other side where it belongs. So the two are one. The fallen angel got a second chance just as well. Because no one's ever really beyond redemption, I'd like to think. I don't see why she, like, what she did needed to be redeemed. Like, I don't see how anything that she did was worth condemning and making her a fallen angel. Like, dude, I don't know what the hell you were talking about. Like, what? Okay, dude. Who the heck even... Oh, I guess you're one of the workers there. I don't know. The frick. I don't get you, but it's fine. Sam, I heard you took care of the terrorists in the area. How the hell did you manage that? I used a bolo gun. I mean, those guys have got guns and God knows what else, and they wouldn't hesitate to shoot you dead. I can't believe you took them on, but I'm glad you did. You really are the great deliverer. Thanks to you, I started making a few deliveries again, getting back into the Porter way. Looks like the distribution network will be back to normal before long. So yeah, we took those out. We had a boy, and do you have power gloves? Big news, Sam. We just welcomed a new life into the world, a baby boy. Both him and the missus are doing fine. In fact, they're sleeping peacefully next to me as I write this message. I was concerned because the doctor's like, we'll do everything to make sure your baby is delivered. And I was like, what about the wife? And he mentioned brain damage, so I was really concerned we were going to end up with another still mother. I know you're a busy man, though, so I won't go on and on about us. Besides, there's something else I've been meaning to tell you. I don't want to be presumptuous, and I know you're the best porter there is, but even you must have found it tough making deliveries up these snowy mountains. Sure did. Well, have you tried using power gloves? They can be a real game changer, let me tell you. If you lose your footing and start to slip, the gloves will help you catch yourself before you slide right off a cliff. They make decent weapons, too, if things get hairy. Oh, so I can use them to punch people. Bear in mind that they drain your batteries, so be sure to keep an eye on that. As far as, like, catching your grip, I don't know if I need to hit a button to catch my grip, or if they do it automatically. I guess I should check tips for that. Don't tell me you've never wanted to rock a set of metal claws like an action hero, Sam. You mean like Wolverine? Because that was exactly what I was thinking. You know, I've got a feeling you're going to be a real role model for my boy when he's older. Of course, it's down to all of us, myself included, to make the world a better place for him in future generations. I know you feel the same. Let's not let them down, Sam. That's kind of presumptuous of you. Let's check tips while I'm thinking of it. Power gloves. So muddy terrain says use both your hands to center your balance. That's using triggers. Okay, I didn't find anything. So I think maybe trying to use the trigger buttons to stable ourselves is how we use them. But that's just a guess. Because that's how we stabilize ourselves normally. So... Spiritualist. No one has been able to explain the Death Stranding, and I doubt that anyone ever will, certainly not with science. Science is only suitable for observation, measurement, objectivity. You can observe and measure as much as you like, but it'll bring you no closer to an understanding. Sometimes you need to expand your mind and open your heart, seek the souls of the dead, listen for the waves on the beach. In antiquity, there were no barriers between the realms. People moved freely between the earth, outer space, and the world of the dead. What are myths and legends if not records of these journeys? My research has only confirmed this. The pyramids of Egypt and Mesoamerica, the Nazican lines, Stonehenge, all gateways built by humans in order to access the beach. Surely you can see the wisdom of the ancients has never been more relevant. I can kind of see what she's... Because, like, the pyramids were thought to be... They were built specifically as, like, a gateway for the dead to pass on. So I can kind of see what she's getting at. Report from the... Oh, okay. So this is Sam? Sam's history? Who the hell? Those were the doctor's final words. At the time, no one knew to whom he was referring, and to be fair, there were more pressing issues at hand. The doctor in question was a surgeon specializing in cesarean sections. The procedure he was undertaking at the time, however, was slightly unusual, and that he was operating on a mother who had been declared brain dead 7 months into her pregnancy. She'd been placed on life support, but since her blood pressure was decreasing and the fetus was showing signs of bradycardia, the decision was made to operate. It's got something to do with the heart. Because the procedure was broadcast to medical researchers on a closed-circuit network, we are fortunate to have record of what took place. Per the footage, the incision was made without incident. The plan was apparently to remove the fetus from the womb and immediately place it in a NICU where it would receive the necessary care. Prior to this, the surgeon would, of course, have to cut the umbilical cord. This is the moment that changed everything. The moment the surgeon's hand touched the cord, in that instant, he uttered his famous last words, "Who the hell?" Okay. I'm creeped out. Following a number of tests and experiments, the conclusion was reached that this incident was an annihilation event brought about by the doctor's contact with whatever or whomever he had seen upon touching the umbilical cord. So this is a record of the first void out. Though it eventually became apparent the doctor had been referring to BTs, at the time no one could explain the underlying cause of the incident. Some later theorized that if the same conditions, brain-dead mother, fetus, umbilical cord, could be recreated, then BTs could be detected, and the mystery of the Death Stranding would be solved. Indeed, this was the theoretical basis upon which the government's own experiments and investigations would be conducted. They called the fetuses they used bridge babies, and the experiments became known as the BB experiments. Soon after the government's program got underway, the tragedy of Manhattan occurred. Okay, so the doctor touching the umbilical cord didn't cause a void out, he just died? And then the government started experimenting with accessing the realm of the dead, and then the void out happened? Is that what I'm getting? The BB experiments were conducted at a Manhattan-based government facility in such extreme secrecy that little is known about them to this day. One thing that we do know for certain, however, is that the experiments ended in tragic failure and were directly responsible for the total annihilation of the island of Manhattan. Holy frick! As well as the death of the president, who had been observing operations firsthand. He was succeeded by then Vice President Bridget Strand, who shortly after her inauguration put an end to further BB experiments and had all data destroyed. With her strong and steadfast leadership in the wake of the void out, she made great strides in quelling the chaos and unrest that had spread throughout the nation. She vowed to rebuild America and devoted herself wholeheartedly to this end, except apparently didn't destroy all the data and continued the experiments, according to Deadman. In response, separatists who opposed Reconstruction emerged and steadily grew more aggressive in their activities. One faction even managed to acquire documents relating to the BB experiments, and some speculate that this data was used to restart them in secret. At the time, however, no BB units are known to have been successfully created, and BBs in general remained a taboo subject in government circles, so no idea how old this is. And that's it. Huh, okay. Let's get out of here, shall we? Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Death Stranding, by the way. I hope you are enjoying this series as much as I am enjoying playing it.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. I don't want to repeat of last year. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I didn't know you were...
Oh! Frick, I forgot his name. The guy with the mask. The guy with the mask. It's not dead. It's not Deadman. Dead. Oh, frick. I can't remember. I'm thinking of Hartman and Deadman and the guy with the frickin' mask.
All clear.
I don't remember his name.
Sam,
You.
the west side of
It was
that region
you.
is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
Yay!
Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the Chiral Network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Hartman's lab. Oh, that's right.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse.
What?
Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Great. Great. Ooh, 85%. Yeah, they're not the greatest things in the world, unfortunately. Mountain knot to the robot assist. Mountaineer. Can you use the zip lines? Yeah, why don't you go to the doctor? That'll be fine. Do that one. Let's get all of our stuff out of the locker before I forget. Look at all this! Where's my carriers? Oh, there's more! Holy... Oh, I still didn't get it all. Holy frick. There we go. Jesus. Alright. Let's recycle most of this stuff. Oh, stuff I lost.
Mountain Knot City wouldn't be on the Chiral Network if it weren't for you. And now we can finally do our part for the UCA. Sorry you had to go through so much trouble. Just know that we appreciate it. Thank you so much. You've helped a lot of people in ways you don't even know.
Got a little bit.
We were on our own for the longest time. But since joining the UCA, we've been able to communicate with people all over. We've learned a lot from them. And them from us, I'd like to think. We've never felt so connected. You know, folks have shared stories about you too. You know, the incredible things you've done. I gotta be honest, part of me still can't believe you're real. Much less that you're willing to go through hell and back just to keep us going. Yeah, anyway, sorry. You got places to be. Just know that you'll always be welcome here. Why don't you rest up before you go?
I already did, but thanks. I still have so much crap.
Access delivery terminal for
What?
further information.
Give me this. So much crap. Okay, go to Hartman's lab. Corpse delivery, right. Was there briefing? Hit cancel. Yeah.
Like Hartman told you before, he wants you to deliver Mama's body to his lab. Hers is an exceptionally rare case, and he'd like to perform a thorough examination. Hopefully, it'll help us to better understand the Death Stranding. So you know, the Sisters Ka have given their consent. They won't be needing this Ha anymore.
Okay. It's fine. I don't need stuff. I need to get rid of stuff. Ooh, yeah, I'll take a truck. Oh, good lord. Can I put the thing in the vehicle? Okay. Oh, that's not creepy at all. I don't know why that just creeped me out, but it did. Now what? Oh. I already put it in the truck, damn it!
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millingen's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
That would be pretty cool.
Order assigned.
Can I move? Okay, I can do that, but can I move? Okay. There we go. I have a crap ton of materials that I don't need. Oh, I need to replace Sam's boots. Hello? Or Sam needs to be wearing boots. Sam might not be wearing boots. Oh, I'm in the vehicle. It's like, no, you can't put it on when you're in the vehicle. It's fine. So... I want that. Let me out. 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 Yeah, Sam's in his socks. I didn't realize he was in his socks. Timefall resistant clothes. Okay, I think we're better now. This is the distribution center, right? No, it's not. Okay, alright, cool. So, I want to get rid of these extra materials that I don't need. Yeah, let's go to the doctor. Oh, there's that poor truck. I need to... Hold on. Look, I recognize that I was a dick. And I need to fix it. So, let me fix it.
Okay.
It's fine. It's going in the garage. Whatever damage I do to it, it'll be fine. Oh, now it's gonna rain. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I just need to put this away. Excuse me, guys. Now we will put the vehicle in the garage. And other people can enjoy it.
Storing vehicle.
It will be all nice and shiny for someone else to use.